next. Okay. Here we have
Okay, this looks reasonable.
regular Gingy action figure. Looks
But
nice. Looks great. Take its head off.
what? Okay. I mean, the weirdest thing about this is I could actually see something like this happening in the show. Like
Gingy
where
would
it's like
do
the
it.
Ranger would just disguise himself as Gingy and just be able to like just take his head off and be Gingy underneath.
It's a Red Ranger action figure with Gingy disguise, I guess. The weird thing is the toy itself just like has the head off first, the helmet off, the helmet, mask, whatever you want to call it, off first. So it's just
Yeah.
Red Ranger.
I mean, the strange thing is like Gingy's
Just
clothes
Nick.
would actually make a pretty cool like power up.
I mean,
Like imagine if you replace all the white bits with like proper like red costume, like Red Ranger costume, that would actually look pretty cool.
but the weird thing is also they released the proper Gingy vinyl.
Huh.
Like,
Okay.
I don't know if this is a re-release from Japan, but it's it's just weird. Like, also he's got muscles. Does he have muscles in the? Oh, he does. Maybe he actually does. I don't know. It's been a while.
I
since
feel
I've
like
seen
he
this
might
before.
actually. Like
But
even though I
yeah.
think he treats himself as having like a flab, I think like his actual mold has muscles.
Sure, I'll look into it.
I'll check.
Yeah. Okay, so some context.
One second.
Okay, sure. You're checking for the.
Yeah. Mystic Force. Should
You just type in
Gingy.
Genie, we'll bring up the same thing.
Yeah, he's got muscles.
He's got muscles. Good job on you, Bandai.
Okay, what is this?
This is the.
Oh,
the
I think
animal.
I saw this at one point in the store. I think I actually distinctly remember seeing this.
I got this. Maybe not this specific release, but I got this toy as a kid. This is the animalized. I think the head or the arms fell off. I'm not so sure, but this is the animalized Jungle Fury Ranger. Complete.
It literally
with fur.
turns him into the Gorilla Zord.
Well, like it's like armor. They did like 2 releases for Red.
Yep, that's cool.
Like
That's a cool
the
look.
fur.
Yeah, the fur's weird, but
The fur is
actual,
weird.
like,
The fact
armor
that he's
pieces
got
are
like
cool.
he's got like claws and feet.
See, now
But,
this
like,
is the right way to
they
like
did this for every male ranger. Because whatever.
I mean, now this is
Lily
like
gets
the right
screwed.
way to integrate a Zord with your Ranger.
Whatever. It's like the typical, but like it's the fact that it's like furry and like claws, and they did this with shark and elephant.
Okay. Do we have their armor, or is it just that?
Well, the pictures I got didn't come with the armor, but
Oh.
they are there. They did.
This is a weird mold.
It's just like furry and claws, and
I do kind of like the chrome chest plate. Like that actually does look kind of cool.
I think it falls off. Also, they smelled bad. This is not a toy review, but I remember being very disappointed as a kid with these toys. But it
just looks really weird because it's like the 6-pack on the Rangers normally look kind of strange, but it's like when you add in the fur texture, it's
like they're slender here,
weirder.
right? They're it just looks
kind of. Is that fur
like
texture on the helmet too?
No, I think it's just not the
'Cause
best
it kind of looks
resolution.
like it is on the Green Ranger.
Yeah, it's just crappy resolution. So you can see from here, there's no fur texture. Wait,
Okay, yeah, it's just the
yeah,
helmet's lines.
yeah. And it's just fuzzy because the resolution's not that good.
Mhm.
But yeah, and they have like effects, like orange effects on all of them.
Mhm. I guess it's to kind of mirror the like when they're summoning their Zord spirit things.
But why like fire, and why does the elephant and the shark have claws for feet?
Mm.
Why does any Power Ranger have claws for feet and
I mean,
fur all over?
I mean, the claws for feet kind of make sense on a few of them.
Like,
And the shark, it kind of makes sense. You can't really, it's like, like teeth or something. Like if sharks were land animals, they'd have claws.
we're getting close to the end. But this re-release makes no fucking sense
At all. Especially because it has the wrong Ranger. It's like if you're gonna do it, at least put the Oppo Overdrive Ranger in there.
It's called the Samurai Transporter. Guys, this is totally from Power Ranger Samurai.
It's just me, or did they rework the color a little bit though?
Just on the helmet.
Okay.
But like, what the hell?
Like, here's the funny thing. This would actually make sense if they did it now, because like specifically in the Hasbro era, they've made a point of other Ranger teams using older Ranger teams stuff.
Right.
So strangely enough, this would make more sense now.
But it wouldn't make sense for Samurai specifically because
Specifically Samurai at all, especially because they like
because they're very
Samurai...
anal, like especially in Battle of the Red Rangers, right?
Oh yeah,
they're very anal about like
especially about tech.
Yeah, which is weird. It doesn't make much sense. But
aside from that crossover with Samurai, Samurai is one of the most insular to itself Power Rangers seasons out there, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Keeping like, with the keep it. Sorry, go ahead.
Like other Ranger teams, like like the Lightspeed, they have a full team up with previous teams, and I believe they occasionally might mention other Ranger teams.
Lightspeed,
same thing, like and Ninja Storm, even itself.
Ninja Storm's a weird case because they tried to do a soft reboot or a full
soft reboot, but they still acknowledge it, like at least the concept of Power Rangers as something else aside for them is out there.
But
they might have just thought it's
not
books,
doesn't make any sense.
I know they might have just thought of them.
Yeah.
But it's like they still acknowledge it's like Power Rangers exist to some degree.
They're on the national news. No, they're just in comic books.
Yeah. But it's like, and it's like all the other teams like still tend to have some sort of team up, even if in the Disney era. Maybe the next one aside for that would be Mystic Force is a little bit insular.
They're not like opposed to doing new way shit, though.
Yeah.
They're not like...
No, I'm talking about like in terms of like existing in the broader lore of Power Rangers.
Okay, fine. It's insular because like they're specific
mystic,
whatever. Like it's just they're not like opposed to like doing like whatever, but like Xander is clearly willing to work with Solaris Knight, not Solaris Knight. What's his name? What?
Nick?
No, what's his face? Who's the golden guy from
Solaris Knight?
No, not from the next season. Op Overdrive. The Knight.
Tyzon?
No. The sword guy. I forgot his name.
I mean, we're talking
Sentinel. The Sentinel.
Oh, Sentinel Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they're not pompous or anything. Like, here's the thing: Samurai is honestly rubs me. Samurai annoys me in a lot of
because
ways.
okay, they took a little too much from Shin Kendra.
Yeah,
They took a little like they like even in the Gokaiger tribute episode, the Shin Kendra, I forgot what her name is. She makes a big deal about the Gokai, like it's her responsibility to protect the Earth, right? And she like straight up asked for the Ranger keys back, but like I can, that works for Shin Kendra specifically, but Samurai it just comes off as like dumb.
Yeah, Samurai, it's like, I think Samurai just has like this whole weird haughtiness about the teams, and yeah, part of that works for Shin Kendra, but that's because they're samurai.
They're like proper,
like
well, okay,
actual
Samurai also
samurai.
they're the same thing, but it doesn't.
The fact that none of them are actually like Japanese, aside from Mia, honestly, is like I don't even know if she is, but it's like, okay, more specifically, none of them are even like Asian, aside for like Mia.
Yeah,
is like a giant red flag, especially because like I'm not one to normally like care about like characters' race and stuff, but it's like if there was one opportunity where you should have done an Asian Red Ranger, Samurai was it.
You had to. He has the last name Shiba. I'm sorry.
There's it's like I do find it even more hilarious when it's like when Antonio joins that they carry over the fact that one of the team objects to him becoming a ranger on the grounds of he doesn't have samurai, lineage, or he's not a samurai. But they specifically carry over the fact that it's the Blue Ranger who says this. When in Power Rangers Samurai,
he's black. Blue Ranger, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong
Kevin.
with a black samurai, but
like, yeah, historically there was like one. There actually was historically like one black samurai, but like that was it.
It was like it's just weird, and it feels like it's weird. Let's skip to something else.
Yeah,
samurai still. These weird. Yeah, I don't think. I'm pretty sure this is not Sword Builder compatible. It might be. I don't know.
And it's got clause for spoilers, which is kind of really.
It's like this weird, like car thing.
I remember seeing other ones of these too, I think, for other Rangers.
Yeah.
9 modes. How do you figure that?
It's like this weird thing that they were trying to push. I don't know. There's not really much to talk about it. They had these weird slot cars for Ninja Storm.
Okay, yeah, those are all kind of weird.
And they do have like little teensy figures for them. I couldn't find pictures of them with the figures. But it's just like
that's very weird. Though integrating Power Rangers with slot cars actually kind of makes sense. Kind of like what I was saying about why haven't they done more RC car stuff?
Like they have like a launcher for them. That's like, no, I don't have it here.
Okay, so this isn't even like a proper slot car thing. This is like just a launch thing.
Yeah, it's not like a whole, it's not like a system. It's just like, it's a system, but it's like you buy the launcher and you buy the cars sold separately. And the cars have Megazord faces and Ranger faces.
Yeah, this is definitely weird.
Yeah, except for this one. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
I think that's supposed to be the Crimson Beetle sword.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's weird.
Yeah.
Because this looks like a beak.
Yeah, especially because it's designed obviously after like.
This is a remold of this.
Yeah. No, they're both molded off of like Formula One cars.
No, it's not a remold. Never mind. But it's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
these
very
are definitely weird.
It doesn't look right. There was little figures for it.
You know what else doesn't look right? What's that one next to the Red Ranger? Because that kind of looks like, honestly, that looks like a Kamen Rider helmet almost to me.
It's supposed to be crimson,
Okay.
but it looks a lot more like Korak, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Or well,
It also
Liambo,
kind of
but
looks like Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
a little bit like Ryuki, if he
Yeah. If you've seen if you only know the
Ryuki
Kamen
or
Rider.
Dragon Knight or whatever.
Yeah.
I just love how like the head extension just looks like like
Yeah.
weird brain yacht. like if
Yeah.
I forgot what the Ninja Sword's name, that Megazord's name was.
The Storm Megazord.
Storm Megazord. If like the Thunder and Storm Megazord like had like the Jimmy Neutron head.
Or if you want a better example, the Code Lyoko head.
Well, like Jimmy Neutron is a bit bigger.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a bit bigger.
Yeah, Code Lyoko just have giant foreheads, or like their heads are the proper size, but their face is all like squished.
All the way
like
to the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Rocket, when's that Code Lyoko retrospective coming? I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna like type in "screw you, Eli" in the comments.
If anyone actually watches
No, this guy watches.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm referring to a friend of mine who watches.
That's cool. I wouldn't mind teaming up doing a Code Lyoko retrospective at some point, though. I would actually have to like go back and watch every episode.
That's why he hasn't done it, and his work hours are weird and crazy.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a thing on that at some point, because Code Lyoko is, I went through when I was in high school, and one of the like funniest things I find about it is that Code Lyoko can best be described as figuring out different ways to keep the status quo the same, which is like kind of
yeah,
funny.
I get that. Because they wanted to like they wanted to they wanted to just pump out episodes and they wanted it to be a thing.
Yeah, it's like one of the things, like the status quo in the beginning was, oh, we must protect Aelita because she's a program and she's the one, like if she dies for real life. And then it's like our goal is get her out of the computer. Then they get her out of the computer, and then it's like, well, we can't shut down the supercomputer because if she's still tied into her, so she dies. So it's like, okay, so when we go back, oh, it still protects Aelita because she's not normal yet. So, if she dies, then she still dies. So it's
the way that I would describe Code Lyoko is like a very overly explained cyber chase.
I guess, yeah.
We gotta find motherboard. Oh no, we still didn't find her. More math.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you watch Cyber Chase back in the day?
No. I actually don't know what I know I've heard of it, but I actually don't know what it is.
Oh, it's I'm not so sure if I'd recommend it today because it was made for a very young audience, but it's about kids getting into cyberspace. Remember when cyberspace was a genre?
Yes.
It's a genre, not a...
Pretty much.
Because adults didn't know what the internet was.
Pretty much from the 90s all the way to like the mid 2000s.
To like probably like 09.
2010.
Really?
I was watching the In Tank stuff, and there's like plenty of episodes, even in like season 2 of Alien Force, where it's like Emailpedia or something like that, where it simply was like, oh, throw around vaguely internet sounding words. So it's like, we know, okay, internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like weird things where like Digimon, Code Lyoko, Dot Hack, uh, virtual reality,
Yep.
like all these like weird, like
Virtual reality.
VR super. It's like entering virtual reality.
Troopers 3 virtual reality. Troopers 3 virtual reality.
I love how in like the 90s, the extent of virtual reality was the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
And that was just like
I think that's kind of one of the reasons why like SAO exploded into popularity, because I don't know, was that also around the same time when like Windows, like all the like Oculus Rift and stuff was coming back into fashion?
it was like just before then, but to be fair, the
I
whole
guess it makes sense.
that type of like show has been done before.
Yeah. Yeah, there are plenty of examples of that, but it's like there are a whole bunch of reasons why SAO rose to fame on like a whole bunch of different levels.
It was like the right
Timing.
time and place.
Yeah, timing was definitely one of them. Especially because it was like people had a much better handle at that point on like what VR actually would be like, or
Right.
like how VR actually worked. So it's like it actually like people understood it enough where it's like it's just enough believable.
But like the like they still kind of got like this weird thing about like integrating body and the essay was not a fun series for me to watch. I remember a show like a friend trying to get me into it, not you, someone else, and is like you die in the game, you die in real life. Like there's like so many shows like that.
Yeah, I'm on the log horizon of that group,
right? Like aside for Log Horizon, there's just like aside for like I don't know.
Yeah, and it's obviously after isekai is a genre that's just still going. We'll have to honestly make it a separate like anime thing, or like at some point when we branch out into other stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
Um,
if anyone wants us to talk about something besides Power Rangers, obviously this is going to be always focused on Power Rangers, what we talk about. Power Rangers and Sentai, mostly Power Rangers. But
yeah,
if anyone wants us to like talk about like other toku, you know what I want you to do? I want to get you to do at one point. I want to get you to watch an episode of Garo and see what that's like.
Okay, which one's Garo again? Is that the one with like the hyper cool suits?
Well, I mean, I'll show you a picture. You know what it is, but like it's very gory and like mature. It's tokusatsu for adults, essentially.
Yeah. I think I've seen this. Yeah.
Well, you haven't seen the show.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the suits around, and I've seen people talk about it.
I saw one episode, and I want to actually watch more. It seems kind of fun.
Yeah, it does look like something that looks like really cool. Also, it looks like there might be a Garo anime.
There is an Funny, I think, did the dub.
Okay.
I think. Well, I know Funny released it, but I'm not sure if there was a dub.
They don't exist anymore, technically.
Crunchyroll
is all.
We own everything. No more free shit. Legally, hint.
The funny thing is that when I actually a year ago got not free subscriptions on both Crunchyroll and Funimation, I was actually I liked Crunchyroll's system better, because the way it worked was that the episodes would come out for their subscription, but then the next week the episode would actually release to even on the free subscription one.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah,
that's
I noticed that's I actually just went back to whatever I was doing before, when a new show was coming out. It's I was like, we had an agreement. We had an agreement, and now you've broken that agreement.
Whatever, they want to streamline, they want to pay, they just absorbed the entire company, which I don't know why Funimation didn't absorb Crunchyroll, but that's a
Yeah, because technically Crunchyroll was bought by the company that already had Funimation. So
well, it's more or less that Funimation is this iconic dubber, an anime distributor.
Yeah. What's
Whatever.
weird is that like somehow this devolved into an anime conversation, but
ninjas,
like there are more
anime.
companies that have like gotten into it. Like there's one show currently, strangely enough, that's being produced with like Universal, which is kind of weird. Like there's the Universal logo on at least one anime right now. And it's like not even like a really good, big, prominent one. It's like just a really weird one. Like if anyone wants to look it up, I think it's How a Genius Princess raised a kingdom out of debt, which is not the same as How a Realistic Hero Saved the Kingdom, which is also airing at the same time.
Why those titles sound different? I don't know. Why would I assume?
Because they're essentially the same premise.
Oh,
which is kind of funny, but so I'm pretty sure Realistic Hero is better. But it's like, yeah, now it's like Universal actually has like their name, their logo flashes before with the planet before an anime, and not even like one of the big hit name anime of the season, like just one of the like, well, that exists type anime.
Comcast needs to get their hands in everything.
Which honestly is not bad. I prefer industry diversification if possible, except for when it like starts to inconvenience. Like I'm not sure whether I prefer industry diversification versus convenience the consumer. I'm just not sure, to be honest.
All right,
there are pros and pros and
ahead.
cons to both. But anyway.
Oh my gosh, that means that the Kamen Rider double anime is going to be on Netflix, on Netflix, the Crunchyroll now.
Huh.
That's weird.
Assuming it doesn't get deleted, because Crunchyroll actually eliminated several of the shows that were on there. You know, problematic content.
Well, it's Kamen Rider, so it's not.
I'm
It's
not saying
it's going to be like
it would
PG-13 at the most.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like now that they're a monopoly, they're like getting rid of some of the stuff that's like problematic. And it's like, can you please just realize that like most of the people who actually watch your stuff don't care or like specifically want that stuff?
Whatever. I don't know. That's a whole debate. I don't really want to get. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This weird toy.
Okay.
It's
yes.
It's Zergang, but
what is that?
But it's a bug controlling a Zergang mech.
Okay.
Okay. This makes sense in the Sentai, not in Power Rangers.
Yes, and from what I understand, this toy did not exist in the Japanese markets either.
It did not. What I assumed happened. Okay, because also let me just clarify. Yeah, Zergang's equivalent in Hurricaneger was a bug controlling a Zergang mech. Which
makes a lot of sense in retrospect, considering how many times he like made his own giant robots and stuff.
Yeah, he made Zords himself. But they were called Zords, so I'm counting them as like Zords. But
especially makes sense the whole bug motif they had going on.
Well, whatever. But so what I assumed happened was due to the production of Power Rangers, the they were basing toys just off the Sentai. And but at the same time, they were filming and scripting Ninja Storm.
Yeah, kind of like how the whole thing that happened with the Triassic Ranger, how they originally assumed that the Triassic Ranger was a completely separate Ranger from the Red Ranger.
Right. So what I think happened here is that Bandai just did, oh, let's just do the villain from the Sentai. And, you know, Disney, you know, was doing their own thing with it. You know, just not making him a bug. And they released this. I don't know. It's not bad.
It's just kind of weird.
It's just weird. The toy works. It's cool. If you're a fan of Hurricane,
it just works.
But like, yeah, it just works. Like, you know, even if you're just a fan of Ninja Storm, you know, you don't have to take the head off. The only like annoying part is that like the swords, from what I can tell, like aren't like you can't unsheath them, which is annoying.
But
like,
that would honestly be kind of annoying to build anyway.
Right. He has his own like blades, but like, oh, whatever, it's fine. And like he's like this weird green instead of black. But
yeah. Zurkane honestly has some of the best lines though in that season.
He really does.
Yeah, like, but sir, I don't have a mouth. and then later him just being fed up with like the Power Rangers, like, I am sick of Power Rangers. Rangers. That's all I ever hear.
Yeah.
I wonder if one of the writers, or like one of the guest writers, wrote that. It was just like as a frustration or something.
Right. The mold is cool. I like the mold.
It's a pretty good. It looks pretty show accurate, to be honest.
Aside from the color,
aside from the color, it looks like a pretty good. Like honestly, pretty close to what was actually on screen.
Right. And it's just the fact that they like it's again, I have no way to prove this if that's the case, but considering the timing of how Power Rangers and back in the day got made, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
All right, okay, this is more or less a call to action. This is I'm gonna give you some context for this. Okay, so
we got puzzles.
No, okay, not the picture on screen. I have to kind of stress this. Okay, so I took a vacation to Israel once with my family. And and there were two really kind of dumb Power Rangers toys. There was a Power Ranger Samurai truck, which I bought, that was only made for the Israeli market. And there was a Power Rangers Megaforce plane that was just a regular plane, but slapped on Megaforce stuff.
I honestly have to wonder if Power Rangers Samurai was just really big in Israel for some reason.
I think it was more of a marketing push because Saban Israel was a thing that was being pushed. I did some reading on that after, but
makes sense.
So I can show you. I saw it with my own eyes. I had a picture of the plane. It's lost. It got lost in Apple's servers. I do not have the phone anymore, which I took the picture on, and it's not saved anywhere, unfortunately. But I wanted to show off the plane that just had Power Rangers Megaforce stickers on it. I could show off the Samurai truck.
I'll do you one better, guys. I will give you a little review of this thing. I hope I said. I'll show some pictures and cut in. So this is the thing I got when my family went to Israel ages ago. It's a little dusty, but this is the Power Rangers thing. I'm on my bed right now because that's the flattest surface I have. That's not that's not a computer or a monitor. Don't mind the mess. So I'm going to show you, what this thing is. Unfortunately, I don't have the packaging anymore. That was lost. But every detail you see that doesn't pop out is a sticker. This is Super Samurai. I got this because I thought it was funny. First, let me just remove the chassis or cargo. I got this because I just thought it was funny to continue the tradition of Ranger trucks. Revs up, Super Samurai style. There's a little sticker back here also. Super Samurai branding. Super Samurai branding. Interestingly, they use the oh no, that's also an actual picture. No, never mind. Again, all stickers. Some of it's peeling off. Hollow. Oh. There we go. Let me see if I can find any. This is not a bootleg. I cannot stress enough how not a bootleg this is. This is fully licensed. I really wish I had the packaging. Like the stickers haven't really been put on properly. Little edges here. They use shots of guys in suits, promo shots of guys in suits. They also use the cartoon. Oh no, wait, this isn't the cartoon. It's just I don't know why I thought it was. Yeah, it's just the regular Mega Mode as opposed to the Super Mega Mode that they end up getting. Again, it's just the same, just reverse wheels. They're pretty cheap. I don't know, whatever. This had all Israeli branding, all Hebrew branding. It's. I got this because I thought this was funny, and this is a piece of obscure Ranger history. I think it's I just wanted to document it. I guess. But back to the anniversary special. I guess you get a review, and you get a shitty podcast that no one listens to. All right, past Eli and War Smith, you take it from here.
I bought it because I thought it was funny because Ninja Storm had a truck and Dino Thunder had a truck, and it's a sort of unofficial continuation of the trucks. But I can show pictures of that. This company, I know this company made it.
You mean the one with the 3 circles?
The one with like the 3 shapes. Yeah, I think it was that company. I don't know what the license stuff, the licenses are this is like all gone. This is like 10 years ago, by the way. So like obviously now, and I don't know Hebrew like at all. And I'm gonna have to like whatever. I mean, there's these weird samurai jets that like you launch like a weird dart thing, and like these weird samurai like spinners that you like, I don't know.
Is that a samurai cassette tape? What is that down
What
there?
this? These are DVD releases.
The box, maybe it's just the perspective, but the box on the upper one looks a little weird in proportions.
Yeah, they're just thicker, I think. This picture is taken from the Power Rangers Israel Facebook. I'm not so sure if it's official, but that's whatever. Maybe it's this company. I'm not so sure. I know it exists, and I don't know if anyone's like ever gonna like look at this and like, maybe it's this company, maybe it's like this company. I can't. I mean this company. I want to hear. It's not a good picture. Not a good like resolution for whatever. But if anyone sees Power Rangers Israeli Mega Force plane, please call me. Or just write it in the comments. Or like, it's so freaking specific. I cannot tell you how. I know it exists. I wanted to put it on this video, but I can't. And like I can't just go to like the Lost Media thing and just like Lost Media like forums and like sort of like say like, oh hey, I'm looking for this very specific thing and this sort of whatever, like it's just like something that's like not really. It's so like under like Loki. Like I cannot stress how much to you guys that this is real, and it's bugging me that I can't access the picture for it, and I can't like find any actual like evidence for it existing. But it's real. I wanted to put it on this video, and if anyone sees it, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, just yeah.
All right.
This has been Weird Power Rangers.
Merchandise and side tangents. Because like I said, we have to put that as the logo on the like page. We ramble. That's what we do.
I gotta start like typing that down. Like warning, we ramble.
Yep. Yep. All right. It is late.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta wake up in the morning. He has to wake up in the morning.
I wake up at 5:30, people.
Yeah. I'm only forcing him to do this later than usual just because this is my only night that we could do it. And
yeah. Oh, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, yeah.
Right, but I wouldn't like.
I have to get up in 5 hours. So.
All right, this has been our 10th subscriber special. Yep. Let's try to get another 40.
Yep.
We'll see you at 50, I guess. All right.
See you guys.
See you guys.